Hello strings! Are you ready for your first violin lesson? Today we're going to be talking about the different parts of the violin. I'm going to show you how to hold the violin up, and then I'm going to show you how to do the plucking and also the bowing. Alrighty, let's get into it. So, first up we have our instrument. Now, on the instrument we have 4 strings. Okay, we have this high one here. This is called the E string. Then we have this one here. This is called the A string. The next one across is the D string. And the final one here is the G, the deep one. Okay, so E, A, D, G. Okay, now what we're going to do is I'm going to talk about the different parts. So this part here is called the chin rest, and it's where you put your chin. Then we have this section here which is called the bridge, and it sits up nicely and holds the strings up. Then we have these are called F holes, and the sound goes through them. So the vibrations from the strings go through the F hole, fill the body of the violin and come out as beautiful, beautiful music. Now we have these here at the top. These are called the pegs, and we use them to tighten the strings. I wouldn't recommend using them too much if you're already pretty much in tune up here. Now, on your violin you'll have more fine tuners. These are fine tuners, and you use them to tighten and loosen the pitch of the string. So if I loosen this, so you can hear the sounds getting lower. Now if I tighten it, there we go, we're back in tune again. Okay, so now we have the neck. This is the neck here, and then the shoulder rest. Now when you put the shoulder rest on, there's a wide side and a thin side. Remember to put the wide side next to where the chin rest is. So I always put the wide side up there, and you slide it on just like this. Great. Okay, so now that we know the strings and we know about the violin, I'm going to show you how to hold it. So start with the violin in front of you. Use your left hand to hold the top part here, the neck, and then lift it up onto your left shoulder. Okay? And sit the shoulder rest onto your arm like this. Then put your chin on the chin rest, rest it on the chin rest, and wiggle it in to make sure it's nice and comfortable. When it's in the comfortable position, you can take your left hand down, and you should be able to hold up the instrument with just your chin like this. Then bring your left hand up again and hold the violin with sort of like a hand shape with V shape here. So just put that up and just hold it like that. You can also hold the violin up here like this. Alright, now for some plucking. So get your pistol grip. So you have your thumb and your first finger in your right hand. And what I think of this as a pistol. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the fingerboard. So this is the fingerboard here. We're going to put our thumb under here, right hand thumb, and our first finger. Okay, now with our pistol grip we can pluck. So this one here is the G, so we're going to pluck on the G first. Okay, so that's the G. Now the next one across, this one's the D. So pluck on the D. Then we're going to pluck on the A. A is the next one. Great, and then the E. Lovely work. Okay, so it's really crucial at this first stage to memorize these strings so that you know what the notes are. Alrighty, now we're going to have a look at the bow. So in the first few stages, the way that I recommend you hold the bow is like this. So you have your thumb underneath the bottom, pinky nice and curled on the top, and fingers curled over it. Okay? Now the way to find this bow grip is you hold the bow in your left hand in the middle, make your right hand nice and relaxed, then drop your fingers over the top like this, curl your pinky, curl your thumb, ready to go. Okay, and when you're all ready to go, you can do a couple of these exercises like twists, you can do some rockets, and you can do some wristy bends. Okay, and once you've got this bow grip like this, so make sure yours looks the same as mine. There's a big curl in the middle. Looks like this, looks like this. You can get your violin again and hold your violin up under your chin. Great. Now, the way to play with the bow is we want to make a straight line like this on the string. And the way to do that is, there's a couple of things we can do. The first thing we can do is we can watch our bow in the mirror and make sure that we're staying in line with the bridge. So see the straight line of the bridge? Now I'm going to go on to the E string and I'm going to see if I can keep my bow straight next to that bridge. Okay. Now, the second thing we can do is we watch in front of a mirror and we see our bow like this and we try and keep it as straight as possible. Now this is the part that takes quite a bit of practice because our arms aren't used to doing this motion. But with practice, you can definitely do it. So here we go, let's try one on the E. Your turn. Good job. Okay, so even if it's scratchy, so if it sounds like this, then it means we're pressing too hard. If it sounds like this, then it means the bow's crooked. And if it sounds really wispy, then it means we're not pressing enough. So we've sort of got to find the perfect balance to make a good sound. All right, so here we go. Watch me and then do it with me and then after me. So here we go. Excellent work. So now you know which string is which, you know how to hold your bow, and you also know about the different parts of the violin. Keep up the great work, and I'll catch you in our next lesson.